beep, 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 beep. Oh, fun. Now what do I do? All of his guards are gone. So Keela's in the room like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? What are you guys doing? Like I said, the whole place shook. Like this wasn't just the building. This felt like to you guys like this piece of the station just shook. So, what are you doing?
I think that all right.
I don't know
I'll just talk to Osclet because Osclet, you should take care of the Twillick. Kurt, come with me. Let's see if we can see anything outside.
Don't tell me what to do.
So I'm gonna go to the main entrance and kind of like look around and just really see if I can see anything. Just try to get the bearings, and hopefully Kurt's on my 6.
All right. Yep. All right. I'm just gonna go stand in a doorway. That's the safest place to be.
That's kind of what I figured was for you to stand in a doorway with her or something. But
stand in a doorway with an earthquake. You're supposed to
get under a heavy table. Get under.
That's right. Not the one with a hole in it. When you step outside, you see, sirens are going off, and it's kind of this weird mix. Because remember, the place is kind of a lean-tos and connected old ships and that sort of thing. It never struck you, and it probably didn't strike Kurt until he sees it. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what's going on." What looks like if you were on a ship in space, like imagine ISD, you're on a ship, and suddenly there was a red alert sort of thing, and they start flashing lights to tell everybody what to do. Right? Imagine looking up and down the street and seeing kind of this weird cacophony of like 30 ships stitched together and having them all going. So there's yellows, whites, reds. Some are missing some are missing the plastic or the coverings on them. So they're not even spinning anymore. They're just stuck. But the whole place is almost like this weird Christmas tree of all these things flashing and going off. And there's an obvious weirdness of alarms going too. Like, like you were on a starship and you just got hit by a broadside of something and all the warning lights are going off. So that's what you see when you step out. And you see that momentary kind of old west, everybody's stepping to their doorway, and then holy crap, and they're all shutting their doors. Like tunk, 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 get in, shut the shutters sort of thing. Because every alarm, and you didn't know this, I guess, as out of character thing, but all the alarms have been wired together. When they stitch these things together, they're like, hey, it just makes sense. Let's wire all these emergency things up together. So if anything big ever does happen, we can have one alarm go off and woo, they all go off. All right. So that's what it kind of feels like is what happened. And Kurt would probably be mouthing it. Oh yeah, they probably wired all these together when they blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That is extremely, extremely useful dialogue for us. That's actually good.
But that's what you see when you step outside, and it's not as obvious like showdown at high noon. Everybody's reaching out and shutting their shutters. There is a lot of confusion, and people, like a big car wreck had just happened on the street, and everybody's stepping out of their house to see what's happened. And some of them are going back in like, no big deal, and some of them like kind of see the lights and they're like, okay, something big's happened, and I'm just going to shut the doors and lock it. Okay. We're not in the greatest section of town, so I don't know what it is. So it's kind of a mix of that. Nobody running with their children to get off the street like a showdown at high noon. Right. Sort of thing.
Kurt, do you have a data pad?
I do. Let me bring it up and see if I can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, see if there's any newscasting or something.
So I'm going to go to Imperial Google and see what's going on.
Yeah, Impoogle.
Can I get any data off that?
I guess you see a stream at the bottom. Let's call it the ticker, the equivalent of a ticker at the bottom of the screen that just says "Breaking news: Explosion in Geller City." Breaking news: Explosion in Geller City. And I don't know what you're planning to do, but when Keela sees all these alarms and stuff going off, she has the same thought. Why don't we look at the news? You're inside with her, Phil. So she's like, well, why don't we look at the news? She says,
turn it on. Let's see.
So she walks over to the bar. There's got to be a hollow thing at the bar. Boop. So she turns the news on, or turns the quote television on. the viewer, the
View screen, I don't
broadcaster,
know.
or whatever they use, and the clear glass with ziggly lines all over it. She turns that on. All right, I'm not going to be able to do this justice without lots of practice. So I could just read it in my normal voice, or I can try my best. And of course, this is how it always works in movies.
Oh yeah.
You cut it on, you get that fuzz. If you're just tuning in, that's how it always starts. Word is just coming in that a series of explosions has rocked the capital, Geller City. Security and rescue teams are racing to the trio of scenes and are urging all citizens to avoid the area. Security's not confirmed any casualties, but eyewitness accounts suggest that number could be in the hundreds. The largest explosion took place at Geller's Landing, the primary rail and shuttle hub in the city. 2 smaller explosions occurred at opposite ends of the city, one in the gaming district, you know that to be gambling, and one in the warehouse district. Authorities have yet to confirm the names of those secondary locations, but we have reporters en route to the scenes and can relate that information to you shortly. We now go live to Marin Witt on the scene of Geller's Landing. Switch over to Marin Witt, who I don't have another voice for because I'm not a voice guy. It would be a gross understatement to call the scene utter chaos. Citizens are fleeing in panic as countless secondary explosions, no doubt touched off by the massive fire consuming the station, continue to rock the scene. Fire squadrons from across the city are racing to the scene in an all-out blitz to contain the blaze. Security and rescue teams are doing all they can to pull trapped citizens from the wreckage, but the intense heat of the fire is making that very difficult. The death toll is expected to run well into the hundreds. Anchor, is there any clue to how the explosion happened? Was there an accident or a shuttle crash? Marin. Authorities are not speculating at this time, but witness reportedly did not hear any sirens or proximity alarms before the explosion. By all accounts, there was no unusual activity at the station before the explosion. Anchor. Thanks, Marin. There are also unconfirmed reports just coming in of an explosion at the Terran outpost and the Politon dockyards. But these may be unrelated, and no other information is available at this time.
Right, because we're at the Terran outpost now.
You're
right?
at the Terran outpost, yeah. So
Okay.
you can draw your pretty straight line between those two. So the breaking news isn't about the Terran outpost; it's about the gigantic explosion that happened in Geller City, the capital, which more than likely happened while you guys were doing your interview with the lady. So putting 2 and 2 together, you probably know where Clayson just ran off to.
Right. Geller City.
Yep, and I will make note.
No, I mean
No. Yeah, whew, he's gone off planet or off thing.
Yeah.
I will make note of a couple things, just because it might have gone by in my really bad acting. Clayson said in his communicator, "What sector? Say what? That's just a few levels below my current position."
Correct.
Right, so it's close to where you guys are at. Was where the explosion was. That's why y'all felt it. It was because it was whatever it was so close to you guys. Now it's back to you. All the fun and exciting stuff's over. It's up
This
to
is
y'all
a
now.
coordinated attack.
I'm thinking the Civil War has just started.
Some kind of a coup.
We have to know the targets of these. Gaming, warehouse, at Geller's Landing.
And transportation.
They could be trying to shut down transportation in the system, whoever they are.
Does any of this have to do with Helgens or Hanene or any of this, or is this unrelated?
My guess is it's unrelated. I think this is the play. This is the play between the Queen and the Guild. Is my suspicion.
I think it could be the hands of Valion and, by extension, the Empire.
Well, I don't know about you two, but if it's involved with the hands of Valion, I know Clayson said to stay here, but I want to get right into that. If there's any chance that we can engage them, I'll get one step closer to finding that bounty hunter.
I think we should try and go help, at least.
Yeah, right now we've only got 2 leads. We've got the Mika?
Y'all got lots of leads.
Well, yeah, you do.
Y'all, okay, right up y'all's call.
We got Mika. We got and we got this fight going on.
Yeah, we also have. Well, what other leads do we have to follow? We also might be able to track down these electricians who seem to have some knowledge of the hands of Valion, and in particular that older electrician who seemed to have knowledge of the data files. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an urgent lead right now.
I tend to agree with you. The only thing that's really, really urgent right now is the explosions and the coordinated attacks that are going on.
Keela, would you mind giving us a minute alone, please?
Yeah, sure. She wanders back into her room. Emphasis on her room now.
Yeah, the master bedroom. We got the goddamn short end of that stick.
Yeah, she goes back in and
straws,
shuts the door.
straws.
Yeah, shuts the door and
Alright.
locks it.
So-
Click.
So I'm thinking we've got to do something. If we're gonna leave and go anywhere, we've got to do something with Keela. To even if we just kind of talk to her real quick, we've got to settle her down and offer her a job. we
Always
don't need
not
it.
gonna kill you.
Well, we do have to sort of deal with that situation first.
With what?
We have to deal with Keela first. Yes.
Oh, yeah. My original idea was that Keela might be potentially a good source of bait even for this bounty hunter to return, but after her story, I believe that to be completely false. I don't think the bounty hunter would come back to kill her. I'm also not even certain that bounty hunter would return here at all. So it seems that my gamble on the bar and the ownership as a target might be for naught. It may end up just being a better safe house / new upgraded layer. What do you think?
I think it's probably very likely that your opinion will hold true, but I hold out that based on her description, when Hey Nene came back up the stairs, that individual paused for a long time in the storeroom. So there's a chance, for whatever reason, they could come back.
I almost took that to mean that the bounty hunter, as another honorable hunter, might have seen this as unworthy prey and meant to intentionally leave her alone and alive, for there was no purpose in defeating her.
I agree. The main reason is that he certainly saw her when he entered, or whoever it was. I don't know if it's a he. The bounty hunter, if we'll call it the Hinene, did see her upon entering, did not attack her, and did not ensure that he had found her before he left. And if he was able to detect that trap door, he was more than likely able to guess that someone was could be hiding in those crates. I think he left her intentionally.
Well, it could be detection or tipped off.
True, although based on all the blaster holes from downstairs, it seems that this bounty hunter has extra perception abilities, even greater than my own infrared vision. He can presumably see through the wall from the lounge into the master bedroom and shot the person right through the sternum, shoulder to shoulder, without needing the door open.
True.
I think that, Oscalit, you are correct. I think that she was left alive. Now, the real gamble here is this. Is that bounty hunter going to return to kill her for some reason that we do not understand? Or can we effectively assume that he will not return. And unfortunately, I feel out of my depth with this. I do not have a strong feeling one way or the other. This perplexes me. Do we?
I don't think he will return.
Kurt, what do you believe? I trust your judgment as well.
I would be totally willing to take the gamble and leave the Twi'lek here if we wanted to go off and investigate any of our leads right now, provided we can somehow convince her to just hang tight here at the bar and come back.
Osculate, she seems to trust you the most, even though she's warming up to the rest of us. I know you have a good rapport with her. Can you
Yes.
convince her
We hid under
to
the doorway.
Yes.
It was a bonding experience.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is excellent. Mammal to mammal bonding experience. Oh wait, is she a mammal?
Not like that.
Anyway, moving on. Can you talk to her? Can you see if she'd be willing to stay? Can you let her know that we're here to protect her and do whatever it is you do? Kurt, you and I, we should get our stuff ready. I think we need to bolt for this down 2 levels area.
Yeah, one suggestion I'd give to you, Osculette, is I would not tell her about the boyfriend right now. Maybe use that as a little bit of leverage to keep her here. Tell her something to the effect, well, maybe not that we're going to look for him, but
well,
I don't know, maybe open-ended. I don't know. Maybe a bad idea.
yeah, maybe I'll not broach the topic yet. Okay, I'll talk to her. All right, so I'm gonna go bring her. I guess is that water still around? What happened to the water?
You gave it to her already.
Okay, great. She's got
That's
the water.
before,
Great.
before y'all asked all the questions with
All right.
He said, "Hold on, I'll go get you water." And then 20 minutes later, you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I was supposed to get her water."
Okay, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna knock on the door. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Hold on, who is it?
Us. It's you don't know. It's me, the Bothan. I didn't introduce myself.
She'll come up and unlock the door and kind of crack it, a little bit. So she, peering through the little, the 6-inch window that she's allowed to open. That, yeah. What do you want?
Listen, we're going to try and help the people at this explosion. I think that it's best if you stay here. We can talk later about what happened here. In the meantime, I think you'll be safest in this room. Kurt, do we still have that blaster we were using as the holdout blaster for the bar?
Yes, we still have that. Yes.
All right.
Here you go.
Listen.
You handed it her. You handed her the blaster.
Yeah.
Okay, she does the. Hold up. Let me roll her skill.
Here's the safety.
That's okay. I wanted to roll. Let me roll the other side here. Okay, yeah. She doesn't point it at you when you give it to her. She doesn't do that. What do I do with this? And point it right at your face, like you see a lot of people who first time they
have you used a blaster before?
No, but I know how they work. I'm not stupid.
Well, some people. Anyway, you would not believe these couple of guild guys I was talking to a few days ago. Anyway, we'll be back soon.
Are you all
leaving? My name's Osculate. Not many people know that.
Apparently, only like 3 people on the planet right now know that. You're all leaving? Like, you're gonna leave me alone?
People need our help. That's what we do.
Oh, so like you're superheroes or something?
Well, he's pretty strong, but he doesn't have any brains.
Okay.
Yeah, we're superheroes. I'm gonna give that a wink, a Bothan wink. It's like a really, it's not a wink is a human gesture, so I'm gonna say that this is a really exaggerated badly pulled off wink.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I got you. Well, can I have the keys? I'm just gonna lock the place up while you are gone.
Of course.
We can lock it up on the way out.
Oh, yeah, but then I'm locked in.
Osculate, give her the keys.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, you're
Yeah,
not.
and
Okay.
We give her the keys. I'm assuming we and did we put the cameras up? I think we should do that before we leave. It should be easy, right? Can we do that easily and quick, or is that like a big undertaking?
Well, I think you could put them up, but they're not going to be really wired to anything because
Shoot.
Yeah,
the
I think
place
that would
isn't
take
like
a little
fitted.
longer than
Yeah,
we
this place
have
isn't
here.
fitted for them.
All right.
If there were existing obvious, like, ooh, somebody took cameras down, you could plug them in. But you could
All right.
hang them, but they're not going to be.
No.
No, I think we should go.
Yeah, I was just okay. Let's
It's only been a few hours since you got them.
yeah.
Oh.
Let's
I had,
Kurt,
I had in my narrative write-up that we've already positioned the cameras and run the wiring for it.
Oh wait a minute, that's true.
You can't do that. You
Roll
can't
a
do
destiny
Okay.
point.
I don't
Roll
get
a
credit for
destiny
that.
point.
All right, sure. You flip a destiny point. Bing! Hey,
Wait,
wow. Kurt can wire a camera system faster than I thought.
Wait, seriously? Did we do that?
The destiny points are kind of at the discretion of everything, so sure, I'll let you
Oh,
spend
sweet,
one for it.
sweet.
We never use them anyway.
You never use
What's the
them
worst
anyway.
that could happen?
What's
That's true.
dude?
You know, I
Yeah, I'm
had
sure
two
we'll
I
never need it.
Famous
It's not like
last
we're
word.
going into a firefight or anything like that. No.
Okay, so we had that's great. So we have the camera set up. Let's go. Can we bolt out of here?
All three of you going?
Yeah.
I think that we're all three going, and we're giving her the keys and a blaster, and really just crossing our fingers for the hope for the best
Yeah.
with this really terrible situation.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I will tell you that Slashik is going to have
Oh.
one hell of a shit fit if it turns out that the bounty hunter returns while we're gone.
I do have one question for before we leave. What were the names of those electricians who were talking about Valion? Do you know them?
No, never got their names. They've just random
Are they
Patreon.
regulars?
Vaguely. I mean, they come in every couple weeks.
All right.
They weren't like every night guys.
Very well.
Okay, I have one more
We'll
thing.
see
I
you
have
soon.
one
Yeah.
I have one thing. Okay. Keela, my name is. I can't remember the voice I was doing. Keela, my name is Slashik. I know we got off on the wrong foot, and I apologize. I am
He's
going.
very tame, really.
I am going to give you my comm link, and I have Osculate's phone number, comm link number on it, and frequency on it, and you calm him immediately if you feel yourself in any type of danger. If something happens, you calm link immediately. We will get here immediately. Okay.
She says, "Okay." Now I have a scrappy sidekick that I can use for shenanigans whenever I need it. You know how this works in like superhero movies, right? Where she'll get kidnapped and held hostage.
Yeah. Listen.
Perfect.
Oh crap! They got her again.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Good. So that I think we've done as much as we can now. So she has a direct line to us. We've got cameras up in case someone returns, and we're probably not going to get anything. But she's locked the doors, for all the good that'll do. And she has a blaster. I mean, what more could we possibly do? She could rob the entire bar behind. But
Good, yeah.
know,
She could just disappear with everything.
this is a risk we're going to have to take. I'm hoping that her fear is better than her need to rob us. It doesn't seem like after this traumatizing event she's going to do that. So let's just hope for the best then.
All right.
So in all seriousness, do we want to have Kurt stay behind? I can do some work on searching for Calvin, searching for Mika, while you guys go off if you want.
That sounds like a better plan to me already. I mean, I hate to leave Kurt behind,
New plan.
but yeah, new plan. Askla, do you think that we should all three go, or do you think that we should leave Kurt behind?
It could be dangerous.
For either way, it could be dangerous just two of us going there. It could be dangerous for just one person behind. But if both Kurt and the Twi'lek have a weapon, it betters their chances? Question mark.
Not if that bounty hunter comes.
Yeah, if that bounty hunter comes, I ain't sticking around. We're making a run for it.
Listen.
Double zero is still zero.
The doors is Keela in her quarters now with the door closed, or
No, she's there with you. Or
She's standing,
yeah, she didn't. She's waiting for y'all to leave so she can lock the door.
I think we should go. All of us. It could be dangerous down there.
Okay, let's
Might
do
need
it.
the extra gun.
Okay.
Wait, with Keela?
No, I mean Kurt. Kurt's
Oh,
blaster.
okay. All right, let's go. Keela, it's been a pleasure.
See you, sweetie.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
Kurt,
my
would you
God.
quit it? Let's go.
Keep it in your pants, Kurt.
I'm sorry about him.
Nudge, nudge.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
We're leaving now. I'm leaving. I'm walking out the door.
I follow Osculet.
Okay. Well, you'll hear the sound of clunk clunk, as she locks the door behind you, or I don't know if she's got a bar or if it's a electronic lock. I have no idea what they are. It's Star Wars. If it's a magnet lock, I have whatever.
Yeah.
She
Listen,
turns,
guys,
she turns the handle.
Yeah. I don't mean to be, ruthless or anything here, but if that bounty hunter came for her, that blaster wasn't going to do her any good anyway. That was mainly to earn her trust. You realize that, yes?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Great, now that we're on the same page. Listen, I think she'll be safe here.
Right.
Us being there when that bounty hunter arrived, honestly, may not have made any difference either.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's go.
That's right. Your net would have been a great help.
Dude, I just want the opportunity. I just want the opportunity to engage that bounty hunter. But let's move. We might get a lead on him.
Time's wasting.
If this is the Valiant team, let's move. Let's move. All right.
All right.
Let's hustle.
You head to the elevator, or the closest elevator, and start heading down. You're not exactly sure where you're headed because you never got an exact detail of where to go.
Just 2-3
Yeah,
levels,
Yeah, you just heard he was a few levels below where you're at right now. So give me, let's just, I don't know if there's a luck roll in here anywhere. Because I think that would be rather funny. Isn't there, what are the stats in this game? It's been 2 weeks since I've played it. I don't remember everybody's stats.
Brawn, agility, intellect, cunning, willpower, presence, and
Wow, no luck stat. What kind of game has no luck
Yeah.
stat? I can
We could just roll
borrow?
like a D10 or something.
Yeah, roll. If you have a D10 in front of you, roll one. Actually, all of you roll one.
Okay,
All
I
of
got a
us
7.
roll.
All right. You guys with the electronic ones have D10 on them.
yeah, I'm just getting that up now. I wasn't prepared for that.
Good D&D dice. Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
Unless y'all have a specific number of floors you want to go, I'll make you roll.
Well, I want to go 2.
All right, D10.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you want how many floors? Does anybody have a specific number they want to go?
I would have gone with 2.
2.
Two. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what
Okay.
was said.
Couple.
Did he-
Floors.
A couple
Yes,
means
yeah.
2.
All right, you go down 2 floors. Everybody make me a. I don't know how this one's going to work either. We'll give it a shot. There's no deduct. What's deduction? Sorry, I'm looking through all of our knowledge. Give me a knowledge roll. Average.
Just
Straight. Yeah, give me a straight intellect roll.
Okay.
That's hold up. I'm looking for my other sheet. 2 dice. The two difficulty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember the official FFG terminology for it. But, that one. 2 difficulty knowledge roll. Average.
Okay.
okay. I'm failing that.
Okay. Wow. How badly?
2 failures. No threat or advantage.
Okay.
I have a failure with 2 advantage.
Okay.
Kurt,
Got,
save us.
1 success with 2 threats.
Crit success thread. Typical Kurt Rowe.
Typical Kurt.
Typical Kurt. Hold on,
Damn it. I think Kurt, you had the best shot out of all of us with that one.
he did. He has a 4 intellect.
Jeez.
I'm sending Biff a message now. Let's see.
Maybe can you use my advantage to negate his threats?
I don't think so. This is not a tandem like where you're working together on this one.
Yeah. How should I spend my 2 advantage with my failure?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't great,
Hold on.
Phil, for us.
Yeah, no.
No, we could have done better.
All right. Did you get that, Biff?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
I don't remember.
So-
Maybe it didn't work last time when I tried this.
Do the
It's
lifts?
Skype,
and-
right?
Yeah. Maybe it didn't work
Okay.
last time.
I got it.
You did? Okay. Even though I know Biff would talk out loud while he's, or Kurt
Yeah.
would talk out loud probably while he's doing this. It's still funny.
Stream of consciousness.
Right. Yeah. No filter.
Yeah. So I think this is right, guys. But clearly there's something different about this floor. Let's check it out. So I say we move.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. You start moving, and you can still see the klaxons and lights and stuff playing around everywhere. As you start to move out, all of you start to get this eerie sense of deja vu. It's kind of the best way I can describe this. All of you start to
Okay.
get this eerie sense of this looks familiar.
Since I think that the Hands of Valiant are behind this, I'm gonna actually draw my blaster.
Okie doke.
I'm not drawing my blaster, but I got my knuckles on always, so
I never
Yeah.
take them off. Even when I'm in the shower.
yeah, I don't take those off.
Blaster's out for me too as well.
Okay. As you start moving, like I said, you get this weird sense of deja vu. Everything looks familiar or starts to look familiar in your mind, but you can't quite place it because you all didn't really do a great job. Kurt's the only one that's like, man, this place looks really, really familiar, but he's getting distracted as he often does. And so he can't really exactly pinpoint, but he's the one that kind of voices it. Wow, this place looks really familiar. I don't know why, but it does.
Is this close to where Blazo's was?
Maybe it is actually here where Blasso's was, and
Is
yeah,
probably.
yep. Now it's starting to click in your head. Oh crap! This is Blasso's, or this is the direction we came when we left Blasso's.
Blazo, no!
Damn it! You know what? I freaking knew it. I really wanted to send a
He
message.
was a Rhodian and it's still in his prime.
I was thinking that earlier when you said like, we should really check up on Blasso. I'm like,
Kind of complicit though, if you ask me. To be honest.
Yeah,
All
might
right.
be a bad day to check up on Blasso. Yeah, as you start moving down the hall or down the street corridor of this area, you start to hear the rumbling, yelling, shouting, screaming. And when you turn the corner, like where Blassos would have been, it's there. Like you can see the entrance to his warehouse. You can see or not warehouse, his docking bay or whatever the best way to call it is. You can see the entrance and huge fire coming out of this thing. And you see fire teams, spraying it with the not water. It wouldn't be water, but fire extinguishing stuff. Whatever they use, foam or whatever they use in space. I don't know what you use in space if it's a 0G.
It's space foam.
Space foam, whatever that stuff was they were
Yeah.
squirting on that ship in episode 3.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, somehow that it was working.
Oh yeah, I gotta know the name of that.
Such a dramatic moment.
Right,
It's really
couldn't focus.
one
I
of
was
the
like,
best
oh,
ones.
how is that fire stuff working? And you see Clayson outside directing traffic, rah, 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 go here, blah, 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 that sort of thing. There's lots of people hurt. There's medical people there dragging people because it's not just Blassos. Like the whole kind of side that he was on has been damaged heavily by whatever this was that shook the station. There's no gunfire. There's nothing like that. It's just like a lot of people trying to figure out what the hell just happened, what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you guys can do as you want at this point.
Slashik's not interested in people wounded or injured or anything. He recognizes his Blassos, but he's only going to be looking for suspicious characters, potentially people of evil intent, and that's what he's yes, and that's what he's looking for. He's looking for shady people,
looking for shady things to kill.
Exactly.
I don't know that you're going to find any here.
Yeah, that's kind of what he assumed.
Not a lot of work for Slashik in the last few weeks.
But he's also going to turn to Osclet and Kurt, and he's going to say, if this doesn't make sense, if this was part of the overthrowing, part of the rebellion that you guys were talking about, why on earth would they hit Blassos? They would only hit Blassos based on what we did. Blassos was not a high traffic cargo area. There's plenty of other stations to choose from. It just happened to be a little shady, and this did happen to be just the one place we knew that was shipping slaves to that planet that we learned the name of.
Bastel 2.
Bastel 2, which I have written right here in front of me. Bastel 2. So this seems like it might have been more personal than anything else.
Personal. There have been attacks across the entire system.
Yes, but this is the only one that seems like it wouldn't make sense unless all the other attacks were directly related to the slave trade or the slaving operation.
It's possible.
Well, if that's true, then maybe the bar's going to blow up.
Oh my God!
Osclet, can you check up on Gila?
All right, Kurt. Let's get that back. We need better motivation. Oh my God, that was the driest. Like,
oh my God, the bar's gonna blow up.
It was just like, Osclet,
bar's next. Oh my God.
Osclet, I don't think that the bar will be next, but can you?
No,
check
the bar's going to blow up.
Check on Keela. Come, Lincoln.
Have her grab a couple bottles on the way out.
While you're calling her, I don't think the bar will be blown up. It was already attacked. None of the Blassos wasn't attacked, as far as we know, prior to this.
Yeah. All right. Just gonna. Hi, Keela. Osclet here. How's it going? Just checking in. No explosions. I mean,
everything's normal. Are you guys on your way back?
Yeah. We're still checking things out here.
What happened?
Some storage and shipping facility exploded. Seems.
Oh. Okay. Well, that doesn't sound good. Anybody dead?
Probably at least one.
At least one. At least one. Okay. All right. Well, good or bad or whatever.
Osclet, make sure she knows to call us the first sign of something wrong.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right.
So funny.
Osclet, Kurt, do you want to talk to Clay? He's not going to be too happy to see us here, I'm sure. Do you want to gather some information here? I don't know. Is there any reason for us to be here?
Suppose we could ask Clayson if he needs help with anything.
He's going to
Maybe he
obviously.
knows something.
He might. He's probably going to use his own security team to do the investigation here. I don't know how much help we're going to be. But you've got me extremely paranoid about the bar.
Listen, we can't always run back to the bar every time something happens. This is the problem with the bar.
He's not used to having real estate in his name now.
This is what I was worried about.
It's not real estate for Slashik, guys. You remember, this is not real estate issue. This is, throwing a line into the ocean and then stepping away from your fishing pole.
Yes, yes. Well, I think if we should help out here quickly. If there's, I'm just gonna look around and see if is. So, is there like are there people that I can see that are in trouble?
There's no obvious. It was a shipping area. More along his side would have been at least one portion of an exterior, so people can fly ships in and out. And that looks to be the side that was hit by whatever it was that blew up. And so it was mostly not empty warehouses. So if there were people in them, it's not like boarding houses or hotels or apartments. It was giant facilities like his where we mostly stored stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
there
like
are people that are hurt,
yeah.
but nothing. No screaming children in windows
I don't think.
or things.
Yeah, I don't think our assistance is needed here immediately.
Can we tell if Blazo's office has been obliterated?
You can't really see into it because remember he had
There's
a
like
smaller
flames
door. Yeah, it's the whole
billowing
thing
out.
engulfed. And his isn't the only one. That's like this. His just happens to be amongst the ones.
Okay.
All right, well, maybe we should go. Go check out Blazo specifically.
Yeah, if you
Let's
kind of peer
see
in and around, if you peer in and around, you can tell that the interior of it is pretty well gutted. I know I hate doing this because everybody's picking on it for it, but everybody give me a perception roll. Everybody's woohoo! I put points into perception. That's all that ever makes us roll. Give me a.
Did anyone put points into perception?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
What difficulty?
A hard.
I think
perception.
I did.
No, Kurt might have.
Alright,
at some
is that
point. I don't know
a-
if
Yeah.
you did between games.
That's three
Three
dice.
dice.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, 3.
It's like succeed with one threat.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
2 success, 4 threat.
Okay. Okay. Kurt.
Oh, crud. Give me a second. I gotta kill off some dice here, and put in that one. So I got 3 purple going against this roll. Oh, sorry, I just evaporated everything. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right. Technology throws me off.
Apparently.
Should have kept those dice.
that 1, 2, 3. Roll it. 2 success, 1 threat.
Nice.
Yeah, that's typical Kurt, right?
The fire is very threatening.
Yes. Yeah. The fire is very threatening. So, Slashik, how many threat did you get?
I had 2 success with 4 threat.
With 4 threat. Okay. Give me, Mr. Slashik, a athletics roll, daunting.
Athletics
4
daunting.
die. Yep,
4
4
dice.
die. Yep.
Oh wait, this is good because I just so happened to add a boost die to all of my athletics checks.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Let's see what the heck this this turns into. This is a lot of die I'm doing. All right. 2 success and 6 advantage.
All right. You didn't get burned, but you did get really, really close. Your clothing is smoking a little bit as you ducked in and out to get a better view. You can see inside. All of you get a pretty good glimpse of inside. Slashik probably gets the best view. Although he got a pretty
He took the biggest risk.
He took the biggest risk, got the closest. You can see that pretty much every bit of inside Blasto's place is obliterated.
Right.
And from what you can tell, it's not open to space. It's not open to the atmosphere. But you think that's probably because the station has some form of shielding over it, just a general kind of not a vacuum seal, but like a shielding to keep any type of explosive decompression from just gutting the entire station. But you can tell that it's open, that it's actually open to quote unquote atmosphere. But they've got what you'd have over a hangar. Does that make sense? Like what you saw in
magnetic seal.
Yeah, like those sorts of fancy. But you can fly through it back and forth. So it looks like they've got something like that that runs on the outer side of the station, in case something like not like necessarily exactly like this happens, but in case there's some form of thing that might explosively decompress. They're not completely stupid, but it does look like the explosion might have centered on the airlock, the large airlock, the ship-sized airlock of Belasso's. Give me, God, there's no damn deduction in this game.
No more Chevy shows.
No more Chevy shows, at least using that particular Chevy hole.
Yeah, well, we were apparently putting bodies thinking of putting bodies right out into the ground. Remember, we discussed
Yeah.
that.
That's right. Yeah, y'all were just
So-
probably
It's
covered
probably
up some of
better.
our
Probably better
evidence
this
there.
way.
It's probably better that the fire obliterated any Chevy shows that did happen beforehand.
Yep.
Give me just a rough intellectual roll. Since you all made it, give me an average intellect roll for all of you.
Great. Another one of these.
Yeah, I'm feeling this.
Jeez, come on, guys.
I failed
Oh my God.
with a triumph.
All right,
Oh, good. I failed with an
So-
advantage.
all right, Kurt.
I have for me I did the same as Phil. I've got a triumph. It was a push.
Oh, jeez,
Oh
guys.
my God. So all three of us failed, dude.
It does. You don't see his ship. Okay, you don't see Blasso's ship. There's no ship shape. Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
where it would have been sitting, you don't see it. So
I see.
that's as much as you're able to get out of the triumph because none of you succeeded on your kind of putting together what happened or what might have happened roll. Your rubberneck roll.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Got it.
Ooh, rubbernecking. So what happened here is everybody's rubbernecking, and Slashik almost tapped the guy in front of him. He was rubbernecking so much. The last second, he slammed on the brakes, didn't hit the guy in front of him. That was his fourth threat.
Okay.
And none of you were able to piece anything together other than you're like, oh man, that guy got really crushed. That guy was at fault. You know, the SUV hit the whatever. So you got that much out of it, but you can't tell any more real detail from it than that. All right.
Do you guys want to talk to Clayton, or do you think he's going to be too busy to want to talk to us?
I don't think he's going to know much more than we do at this point. I think we should start following up one of our other leads before events get out of hand.
I agree with Oscalet.
All right, let's go back to the bar and regroup.
Well, we don't have to go directly
All right,
back
can
to the
you
bar.
Oh. Oh.
We have a little chat here, make a decision, and then go. We could go after Mika Harlow. We have his location. We could try to investigate this data file lead. Try to find that electrician who seemed to know about the hands of Valion. I think that we should actually go after Mika Harlow because I think he's our most solid connection to the Imperials. Because he had
Valion.
contact with Major Kretzner. Mika Harlow.
I'm definitely behind that one. I would like to go check out Mika Harlow, see what we can get on that front.
Any objection, Slashik? Great. Let's go.
It's a 2 to 1 vote. So let's follow your lead. I'll back you up.
I let you keep the bar, right? So we all do things we don't want to sometimes. Okay, so yeah, let's go and let's go to his little apartment.
Okay. You are welcome to go to his apartment. I will remind you what I did in the text. You are all starting to feel very tired. So,
Telling you. Yeah.
so from this point forward, until you guys make a conscious decision, everybody's taking a black die on any roll they make. So
Can we take a resilience
okay.
check for that?
No. Been 48 hours
Okay.
nonstop, guys. So
Okay, so we could yeah, I
you've
guess we
been
could
rerouting electrical systems.
Oh, it is. It actually,
Kurt's
it
put up
is,
an
has
entire
been
new
pretty.
video system.
maybe we should take a nap. I feel pretty,
Let's go.
tired.
Let's go back to the bar, guys.
Okay, fine.
Maybe go
We'll
to
go
the
to the bar.
bathroom at some point.
Thank
Yes. Yes, fine.
Make me be heavy-handed with you.
All of a sudden, I
Take
feel
a
very
nap, damn
tired.
it.
It's strange.
It's a stranger sensation. I suddenly feel very fatigued. It's almost as if I've been drugged.
Hey, Kurt's got some stim packs.
you. Oh my god.
We can get jacked up and go see Mika.
That would be amazing.
That's so funny.
All right, we're back in the bar. Can we get
All
back
right.
to the bar?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right.
Let's go
So,
sleep.
I'm gonna go.
The door's locked.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Who is it?
It's us, Glenn and Slashik, and Kurt, did you tell her your name? It's the other guy's Kurt.
Are y'all alone?
He's the one who was making those eyes with you. Sorry about that. We're alone.
All right, she'll open the door. She'll open the door and let you back in. So
Thank
what
you.
happened?
It's hard to say, but looks like there was an explosion. Maybe a ship entered the station and exploded. I think that's what happened.
Oh, okay. Like an accident or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, so you think it was on purpose? Like what?
Having this many explosions
Who would do that?
system-wide, I don't know.
But well, she's very confused. I don't understand any of this. Why would anybody be doing this?
Same reasons they always do. For power, money, resources.
Right. So
Just
who do you
bad
think is that's
temper.
doing it? No idea.
I always suspect the Imperials. But that's a little... I can't prove that yet. I'm working on it. Listen,
So
we should talk, Keela.
Okay.
You know that when that Hineni came, that he killed people.
Right.
Why don't you sit down?
she sits down.
I'm gonna go make her a stiff drink just
Yeah,
in case.
yeah. Maybe bring a drink. Listen, your boyfriend. He was among the people that Hinene killed.
Hold on, she's gonna roll. Let's
She's gonna
see.
ball up again.
God damn it!
No, she's okay. She waves off the drink. She, I kind of figured as much. He was always a little less than honest with me about what he did for a living, so I'm not really surprised that it finally
Yes.
came back in to haunt him.
Yes, that's the other thing. How much did you know? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to speak in front of Officer Clayson. How much did you know about what was really happening here?
What was actually happening here? She asks. What was actually happening here?
Is there any way I can
I thought it was just a bar.
Well, good.
It never struck you that this is much too large of a space to maintain from simple bar fees and renting a few rooms out?
No, I never really thought about it like that. But now that you mention it, it does seem kind of large. But I don't know money that well, so
Did you
I
ever
never really kinda-
notice that people who stayed here, people who stayed overnight, didn't show up again? Didn't come back later?
Well, she's like, I did notice that, some nights there'd be regulars who would get drunk like a lot faster than regular nights or than other nights. And then like if they passed out, one of the guys, hold on, I got his name, Clive, which is her boyfriend. She never mentions this, but Clive or Calvin or somebody would kind of carry their body back to one of the rooms. And I mean, I never thought about it, but I just figured he was, doing something to the drinks to make the guys have to stay overnight and pay like a room fee. I thought that was all that was about. I was like, that's
Well,
kind of crappy that he's doing that to people, but never really
it's more
didn't want to
crappy
say
than you,
anything.
worse than you realize. Listen,
How do you mean?
a few nights ago, we intercepted a shipment of captives meant for the slave market. They came from here.
Do what? Like, you mean like slaves? The whole thing they've been talking about on TV?
That's right.
But what? Like, so this is the slave place they've been talking about?
At least one of them. I don't know if it's the only place. But yes.
Oh my God. Like, so you think that Calvin and the rest of them were slavers?
Have you been downstairs?
What do you mean downstairs? There's no downstairs.
Alright. Follow me.
Uh-oh. So she does very hesitantly.
I'm just gonna open that trap door.
Okay.
They kept slaves down here, Keela. Or
What? She's
captives.
going to be very shocked as you walk her around. Oh my God! I can't believe they do that. That son of a bitch! Blah blah blah. She's doing that sort of thing as you're showing her around. So I don't know if you keep her down there or if you walk back upstairs, whichever.
Yeah, we're gonna let her, let her take as much of a look around as she wants, and then come back upstairs.
Yeah, whenever she does, she's like, so all of them are dead?
Yes. We never found Calvin's body.
How could you not
we did
find
find
him?
all the others.
It's huge.
I think
How could you not find that?
the one you call Hinene took his body, possibly as proof that he had been killed.
Oh my God. Well, does that mean he's going to come back for me?
That's the other thing.
One of us hopes so.
She's looking around all panicked.
Yeah. I don't think
but
so.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Exactly. I think that he knew that you weren't involved with the slave operation. I think he knew quite a bit about this whole operation. And I think that he knew that you were still there, in that crate, before he left. Sounds like a very capable person, don't you think?
Yeah,
you may not want to think about it, but he saw you when he entered.
Yeah.
He saw you, he knew you were there somewhere. He let you live. I don't think he means you any harm.
I mean, I guess you're right. If he'd wanted to kill me, I don't think he would have stopped.
Exactly.
Well, I hope you're right, because I think the rest of those guys got what they deserved, including my ex-boyfriend, Clive. May he rot in peace.
I'm glad you see it that way. We don't care for slavers either.
Yeah,
now,
and from what I recall, and I'm just out of character, the Twi'lek race is in a way similar to the Wookiee one, right? They're always treated pretty poorly. Yeah, so she's certainly of that. Like, I can't believe I was involved in any way, shape, or form with anybody linked to this. Is this the vibe you're starting to get from her? She's gone from kind of like shocked, like kind of acceptance to like kind of angry indignation at the whole thing. Her resolve is kind of strengthening sort of deal. So that's good.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was we're not exactly entrepreneurs, as you might think. We're not. We want to stay here for a while, but not forever. And I think that For all you've been through, I wouldn't mind leaving this place with you when we leave.
Wait, you want me to take over the bar? Is that even legal?
We're operating in an interesting space between legal and illegal. I think it's a good thing to do. But, strictly speaking, no.
Well, I mean, hell, this place is. I mean, it's not that bad. If you can make it so that I'm not going to get in trouble with the guilds or anything, then yeah, I'd love to have
We'll certainly
this
be
place.
trying to keep them off our backs, I'll tell you that. So listen, just want you to know that you can trust us. If you want me to show you around that blaster anymore, do a little target practice later, that's fine.
Okay.
One thing you should know about me is that I don't have any love for the Imperials. How about you?
I don't think Twi'leks have any love for the Imperials, right? I mean, from what I recall from the lore and movies, they're not really an Imperial side race, correct?
Correct.
No.
Yeah. She's like, she'll do the classic like spit on the ground, like that's about as much care as I give for the damned Imperials.
Yes, I think we'll get along fine.
Yeah. So if you guys ever need a place to hide out, apparently I've got the perfect one here. So just you know who to ask, and if as long as y'all don't mind helping me get everything kind of back up and running, and shoot off any questions, then yeah, absolutely, I'm on board.
Excellent. So, we're going to do some more digging to try and find out what happened here. You might call us anti-slavers. That's something we do. We're trying to get to the bottom of this whole thing. So that's what we're going to be investigating. We might leave you here alone, or you might leave one or two of us might stay behind. But that's what we'll be doing in the meantime.
But for now, I think we all need a good night's sleep.
We need a nap.
Yeah, y'all look tired. Hold
right.
on 1 second. I want to look at something. Crap, I lost that page already. Damn it. From the wrong thing. I was going to say, you can have rooms, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's
1
a lot of
through
rooms,
5,
so,
but not room 6. That one's mine now.
Yeah, I'm imagining she's going to be in the master bedroom. I'm thinking.
Right, yeah, she's taking the
So-
suite from everybody.
I think 765 is good because that gives us kind of closest to the bar in case something happens. Not that it matters all that much, but why don't we just take 7, 6,
Sure.
and 5 just for
Right. It's up to you guys. It's whatever y'all want. There's also downstairs.
Yep.
I
like-
the stink of death on it. So.
I like the idea of downstairs, but I know that Slashik would much rather be close to the main entrance if something were to happen, like get roused the way he wants to be up there. He doesn't want to be in the bottom of a barrel, so to speak.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Whichever rooms y'all want. She's gonna claim the large one, of course.
Okay.
That's fine.
Upstairs on the ground floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So the whole bottom floor is unoccupied as far as you guys sleeping arrangements, etc.
Correct.
Y'all can choose anything else that you want for now.
I
if
got
she gets
7.
the place up and running, she's gonna probably kick you guys out of the top floor.
Yeah, well then we can just lounge in the bunks downstairs. I think that's more than fine.
Yeah, that's later though.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Who wants first watch?
How about, why don't we, just for the sake of it, why don't we all roll a resilience check and see who's least sleepy?
Okay, Slashik, you have first watch. I'll be in room whatever number.
I'll be in room 1 as far as possible away from everybody.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
As
So I'm
settle
guessing
down.
everybody's gonna sleep.
Yeah, can we do that and just
Yeah.
unless something
No,
happens?
This isn't D&D. There's no overnight. Like you need to take a watch. I mean, you guys can put a watch if you want to, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roll for a random encounter overnight, as y'all, because this isn't a campfire on the woods.
Okay.
Excellent.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help us continue improving and expanding our channel's content.